Hey everybody, I am not muted, so that works. We're here with Game Exhibit 3. Sorry, it's actually taking a little bit longer to get these things set up and all that sort of stuff. So, but we're gonna do this the right way. So don't worry. All the games we're talking about over there, we've got at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 4 or 5 giveaways this block. So get ready. If you are lurking and you want to take part in a giveaway, you do actually have to sign up and sign in, join the chat to do so. And you guys ready?
Yeah, I think so. Let's do this.
All right. First up, we have a game called caRRage, and this also is one with a giveaway. So I'll do that while we're playing some gameplay.
Hello, I'm Entrylysium, and welcome to Let's Look at caRRage. So, caRRage is a game that came out maybe on Steam Early Access about 2 days ago, so bear in mind it is an Early Access game, but I have been following it and I played a little bit of it before it got on Steam Early Access, and it's basically sort of an arcade flight combat game, and, you know, it's quite good. So, I'm playing, by the way, with a 360 controller. You might notice in the top of the screen it says 360 controller. You can play with mouse and keyboard or joysticks and controllers. I don't really recommend the mouse and keyboard. I gave it a bit of a try and immediately went, nah. It's kind of got this cool sort of old school sort of vibe to it. Oh god. Seriously, does this not carrier have no guns on it? No, that's not slow enough to... Landing is a little bit tricky in this game. Our health is down the bottom. You can see that it says there that we're like down below half health. Right, so come in slow. And they crash into the carrier. And slow. There we go. So that's mission complete. So you can see it's now day 2. And basically you'll continue on through the days until you die. At which point you will reset down to day 1, and you have to do that again. And we'll get the micro missile fire and forget. So we've got 0 payload left.
Okay, and so I'm just gonna mute it there, so because it's a longer like Let's Play style gameplay. So that is caRRage by Fractal Phase. You can follow him on Twitter at NIHILOCRAT.
Nihilocrat.
Sure. Whatever you
As
say.
a nihilist.
You're a nihilist.
I am.
I know. You can find it on Steam for $9.99, and this game actually reminds me of a bit of Ace Combat. You ever play
Ace Combat?
Top Gun?
Air Brawl?
Mm-hmm.
Air Brawl, yeah, definitely.
There was that one Tom Clancy one, too, that was kind of like that.
Yeah.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
End War was what it's called.
End War was an RTS.
No, it wasn't End War.
Yes, it was. Don't argue with me on
there
this.
was one that was Tom Clancy.
I will go out
Ow.
and grab it off
You
my
made me
shelf.
punch my microphone.
No,
caRRage, it makes you punch your microphone.
Exactly. So this game's in early access right now on Steam, and single player. It's I really the movement is fluid, and I think that is what draws the connection to Air Brawl for me. Is a lot of flight sim games have a hard time, you know, getting
responsive.
a really nice, tight, responsive movement system, and this one seems to be perfectly in place.
It was Hawks. Thank you, Lantana Dan. And just so everyone knows, this is a giveaway again, so if you want a copy, there's one winner for this one. If you want a copy, make sure you hit yes in the giveaway poll thingy, and I will choose a random person. Now, the aesthetic of this is interesting, too. Do you think that it's a stylistic choice, or... Because you know how a lot of times indie games, due to budget, or maybe they're not necessarily the best at art or anything like that. Do you think it's a stylistic choice, or do you think it was kind of something like that? Where it's more simplified?
I think it's a
stylistic choice.
Yeah. It seems to be too consistent to be necessarily placeholder. Like there's details that draw your eye to it and says, okay, obviously they spent some significant time on this, but it's not, you know, just a
hyper
block
realistic
that's sitting there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, even the building that they were flying past, not too long ago, it had a corporate logo on it or whatever it was, and it obviously they weren't just putting that there to say it's here. It really seems to be this is the stylistic choice, and I appreciate that. It still maintains a bit of that retro feel.
Yeah, sort of like arcadey.
Yeah, like
but it's still modern enough that it's not distracting.
Exactly. So no, I'm interested in. I'm again upset that I'm not eligible to win a copy of SkyRogue.
Mm-hmm. Same.
People need to start voting pretty soon.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Let me go vote.
Yeah, go vote your no. A lot of people were mentioning like the movement on this as being so smooth, and that's the animation in this is really, really good. I would say actually it's on par with like Ace Combat, because Ace Combat's kind of like the top jet fighter dogfighting kind of game. Now it's mostly known. I mean, not mostly, but it's well known. That is particularly well known for its like realism as far as like the graphics go. But it's also known for how realistic the jets move and everything like that. And this is super smooth and well animated.
Yeah, definitely. And I also going back to the graphics. I don't get that this game is about. It's like, hey, look how cool this flight sim looks. This game is fun. This game is about the movement and the missions and the roguelike elements. You don't need the super flashy lighting effects and super detailed realistic textures and models, because that's not the point. The point is, hey, have fun blowing shit up in a plane and hope you don't die. Really, like.
Speaking of blowing shit up, let me blow up this poll and pick a winner. Someone got their vote in right at the last second.
Clickety click.
Yeah, really. The winner is.
Oh, pick me.
Really?
Pick me.
Really, Rev?
Was it me?
Yeah.
Was it me?
Yeah. Okay. Next one. Kathleen, QBG, Kathleen Queen Bee Games. That is. You win a copy of SkyRogue, not Rev because he's a dick. So I will send that to you in a whisper once we set up the other gameplay here.
Speaking of the by the way, I know we already said this before. $9.99 early access on Steam. It's for Windows, Mac, and Steam Play. Make sure to check it out. SkyRogue. You can also go to their website skyroguegame.tumblr.com for any more information that you would like. Moving on.
All right, moving on. The next game is the Maitre D. Enjoy.
Oh, I say. Why, thank you. Magnifique. Oh, I say. Why, thank you. Sacre bleu. Merci mille fois. Très bien. Good Lord. Much obliged. Très bien. Sacre bleu. Je vous remercie.
All right. I'm going to turn down the music and sound effects for that one, but they'll still be there in the background. Because they're so awesome, those sound effects.
Right?
Oh, I suppose it's the French version. Probably the best. comment about this game.
Yes.
It's a Maitre D where this was a game jam game by Power Hoof, which is a bunch and C Dads. It's like a group of people, a group of different devs for different companies.
I think
who
C
came
Dads
together.
was like the team name they came up for the game jam, but it was Power Hoof.
And let's give him credit here. It wasn't just a game jam. It was Ludum Dare.
Yeah, it was the game jam.
Yeah, the premier one.
I don't know. caRRage Jam was the.
Fair play. Fair enough.
Yeah, and so you extend your body to help the patrons to their seats, and you use lotion to keep your skin nice and supple so you can extend further distances, avoiding spikes and the like. And the best part is that Windows, Mac, and Linux, and it's free.
It's so the part that disturbs me. I've played this game myself when we featured it on IGR.
It disturbs you?
It disturbs me. Like in addition to the quasi creepy and call me an anti-French person, whatever. Like it's very. The bendy and the snaky and the
It puts lotion
makes
on
me
the skin.
Exactly. It's a lot of fun though. I highly recommend it. It's a very straightforward but still complex puzzle.
It's pretty hard.
Platform.
It is actually pretty hard. Once you finally get the mechanics down, it becomes a little easier. But understanding the contracting mechanics where you will contract like on your head and stuff. Like once you get that down, it's pretty. You can do it, but it took me a little while to really. It's not the easiest puzzle game.
Yeah, it's a puzzle game, and
do actually
we didn't
need some
really.
skill.
Basically, the point is you're trying to see all the customers as the maitre d' in a restaurant that apparently comes with booby traps.
Which is the best kind of restaurant. When I want a fine dining experience, I want spike pits.
So you're trying to see all the customers as the maitre d', and in order to do that, you need to snake your way because apparently you're a stretchy man. But to stretch, you need to collect lotion to make your supple skin pliable.
There you go. You just saw a crazy trick grab right there off the ledge to get that green guy into the chair. It's a little late, but
you make it sound like it's like a slam dunk contest.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that is the maitre d'.
Speed runs of this game. Maitre D. It's free. Check it out. Link is in the chat. Real fun game. Really like that one.
Creepy. It'll disturb you. Disturb you.
The next game is called Back to Bed, and I need to turn this off real quick. There we go. Next game is called Back to Bed, and that is what we're doing. I don't know why I'm being redundant. Here we go.
Bedtime digital games.
Er blows vom Lips.
So that is Back to Bed. It is by Bedtime Digital Games. You can find them on Twitter at BedtimeDG. You can buy the game on Steam, PS4, Vita, Windows Phone, Android, and iOS for $5.99. This is basically like an MC Escher. I would call it a Nightmare Realm personally.
Marble. We in chat we had a bunch of mentions. Magritte Fever Dream, Marble Madness. Like I'm also getting what was it? I've got it on my phone. I've got to log in. What was it? Monument Valley.
Monument Valley.
Yeah. Because of the style in it, yeah.
Yeah.
So
this is a really cool, really, I would say terrifying, personally.
the point of the game is you control that little dog
thing,
and you're trying to get the sleeping guy back into his bed because he's a sleepwalker in this crazy ass dream realm. By the way, this is a giveaway if you didn't see it in the chat. So if you want a copy of this, make sure you vote that you want a copy of it, and I'll choose a couple of random people to win. Do it. So what do you? I mean, this style, like it's like an MC Escher style, and so was Monument Valley. That's why I think compared to that. But it's like that mixed with a little bit of what's that guy's name? Not Roald Dahl. The guy with the melting clocks.
Yeah.
Salvador Dali.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I was thinking Roald Dahl. BFG. Anyway.
Because Matilda's also of similar twistable.
Maybe. I've never played. What was the Marble? You guys were
Marble Madness.
I've never played that. How is that?
You have a marble that you try to get to the end of the maze. It's less some versions it's less MC Escher-esque, but it still requires. Yeah, Roald Dahl's not a bad comparison given his twisted perspective on life.
Yeah, that's true.
It's it very similar, at least. You know, the movement is right in line. I like the non-stressful nature of this game. Like, despite the
despite the guy falling to his death and going
but
he always comes back.
and well, it's even his yelling of like it's not hyperactive. It's not like I don't feel a lot of pressure to be like, I got to do this. Like this is a game
it does definitely take it slow.
Yeah. Well, I think this game knows exactly what it's trying to do, and it wasn't trying to. It's not trying to be anything that it's not.
Yeah.
And I think that all of us talking about like the creepiness, it's the creepiness because it is
it's slightly
different.
Off-putting. It's just because there's eyeballs in the windows and the dog with the human face and
and the lips and stuff and then
some of the sound effects.
Yeah, and then the MC Escher style where it's like you don't really know like which platform is connected where, and you know it's really really cool. This is probably one of the best implementations of this artistic style in video game form because it really uses that.
If anyone wants this game, by the way, hurry up and vote because I'm about to end it and pick a winner.
Dun,
yes,
dun, dun.
it is. I know we talked about the price already, but $5.99 Windows, Mac, Steam Play, PS4, PS Vita, Windows Phone, Android, iOS, basically everything.
Except for Xbox One. Screw you guys.
Yeah, sorry. Xbox.
Windows Phone got it before Xbox One. Yeah, all right,
Which,
I'm
to be
go
fair,
ahead and...
means you could probably play it on an Xbox One and have it at least be 30 FPS. So, shots fired.
So I'm going to go ahead and pick a winner. Winner is really, Rev? Really?
Again.
Well, you're the only one that voted. So I mean, hey.
Really?
Yeah.
Nobody wants a copy of this?
I'm very surprised.
You know
That's
what?
okay,
Run it again. No, run it again. Because our next, no. Let's hold off. We'll do another giveaway for it later.
Yeah.
Because we've got a couple of big giveaways coming up.
This must be that one Windows Phone game.
I mean, this is also going to be included in the big contest, which you go check it out.
Yeah.
So that's okay. Next up,
We have Mondrian Abstraction in Beauty.
Mondrian Abstraction.
Mondrian, thank
Beauty.
you.
Not duty.
By Lantana Games.
There you
They
go.
are in chat right now.
And there we go.
Uh-oh. What?
Gosh.
Josh. What is this overlay? This overlay's wrong. There it is.
Did you die?
Do I have your attention?
And there it is, Mondrian Abstraction and Beauty by Lantana Games. You can find them on Twitter at Lantana Games. It's also being sold on itch.io and Steam for $6.99. As I said, Lantana Dan is the dev in the chat, so feel free to ask him questions about the game. Number one thing is this is kind of cool because it's also kind of used as a educational tool for art history. Are you into art history?
I mean, art history is for some people.
We'll say I'm a Luddite.
Not to crap on art history because there's a lot of it and it is very interesting.
It's very nice to look at. I mean, at least.
Yeah, definitely, and
If
also
you're not into art history.
all of the it's really cool because you look at one frame or like one specific level in this game and you're like, oh, okay, but then you start seeing all the others and they're all ever so slightly different and in different styles, and you can tell like the different age that they sort of come from, and being able to capture that in very quickly. Like we were just even looking at those screens for moments, and being able to just pick them out and be like, oh cool, this reminds me of like Atari age stuff, or this is more modern, and all the different ages, and being able to see that, I think that's great. And even the showing the right there, the kids playing and getting really excited. I feel like this would be a great way to maybe introduce a kid or somebody. Yeah, exactly. In a way that's like easy to understand, because they aren't exposed to the depth of the history of art in games, and having them be able to see, it's like, oh cool, this is reminiscent of how graphics were in the 80s, or this is what it's like, this is what it was like the year I was born, or whatever. It's really neat.
Yeah, it's
it's I will say, having this was shown last year at IRX, and I have to say I've played it since then, and Lantana Dan, well done. It looks much more in depth than I recall it being a year ago, and I really appreciate it. Even see, and I'm feeling stressed out about this game. We were talking about the last game where I'm like, it's not stressful. This one, I'm like feeling anxious about playing, just because like it just has that feel to me that like I should be anxious about it. But it couples that with a soothing aspect, because it is so art based and for lack of a better word, pastel. It's not, but you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Well, you wouldn't know.
I mean, is it the color? Is it
pastel?
the color
The
that's
feeling. Pastel. The feeling.
Definitely,
not necessarily the color.
All right.
Yeah, very easy on the eyes.
This is a giveaway, but again, no one's voting. So hey, I mean,
what?
Yeah, no.
Why are you guys not voting on this?
There's a lot of you in chat, and no one's voting. So hey, man, I mean that's free games you're giving up. But of course, again, included in the major giveaway. So whoever wins that gets
and there are 2 slower speeds that aren't shown in the demo, Rev. So
Yep,
If you need to
I saw
relax.
that. No, this is a really good one. And I'm glad we get to show it. It's much more polished than I recall it being a year ago. And seeing the change is definitely a lot of fun.
I've always liked block
Definitely.
breaker games too. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are
There's
they're
a reason.
one of the
There's a reason they're
classics.
still around. There's something inherent in the human brain. It's just like bounce a thing into another thing explodes. Reward.
Yeah. All right. Well, you know
So,
what
do you
else
have
is
any-
rewarding?
What?
The next game,
Oh, caRRage.
caRRage. Here we go. Whoops.
They seek for glory and wealth.
Wow.
They have no fear, only anger. They live to fight and win. Hard Rock Racing gameplay. Develop your style and power. 8 vehicles, 34 gears, 9 types of upgradable weapons, 40 original decals. Mad and unpredictable multiplayer. 3 hurricane game modes. Deadly race. Cargo delivery. Treasure hunt. Win the race of your life if you dare. caRRage. Download now for free.
That is caRRage. That was booming.
Yeah, it was a little loud.
Surprised me. caRRage, it is by Velcro Games and Nova Games. They don't have a Twitter that we found. Unless you
Yes,
did find it.
we did.
Okay,
I
didn't
did.
get a chance to update.
It is under. I'll throw it in the chat.
It's at _ caRRage _
Yeah.
Okay, well, there you go. Go check out caRRage on Twitter. And it is free, by the way, free on your phone. So go get it.
This is the iOS version. Android is coming soon, though. So for everybody with an Android phone, don't worry.
Don't fret.
It'll show up soon.
This is actually,
be
I mean,
fun.
I wonder, is it controlled? I wonder if it's digital controls or if it's like by tilting.
Yeah, maybe both. I don't know. Let's check the website just to
I
make
hope
sure
it's
we know
honestly.
what we're talking about.
It needs to, in my opinion, it needs to be tilting. It can't be digital control.
I've had a few good experiences with digital controls, but I know what you mean. Usually they get botched pretty bad. But yeah, that's on mobile. It looks beautiful for mobile too. Yeah, I was just thinking about that, like the 3D models and everything like that. Of course, this
9 racing tracks, 1 open arena, and a truck route. It has single-player campaign and Wi-Fi-based local multiplayer. Classic race with weapons, delivery mode when you're driving the truck, and then there's the arena. 8 vehicles at the moment with upgrades and modifications. This is a well done mobile game.
For a mobile game.
it's
ridiculously well.
It's like a death race.
Yeah.
It's almost like a karting game on your phone too, just because of the
Yeah,
weapons.
mhm.
It's like a cross between like Mario Kart and Twisted Metal.
Yeah.
This is a game that I can definitely see Jesse and I playing together. I think she loves racing games, and I think she'd really, really like this.
Now, as far as like this one doesn't have any giveaway, but just to address that in the chat, it's I don't know why some people are seeing it and not other people are not seeing it. So that might be why no one's voting for stuff. I'll have to figure another way to do it if no one's seeing it. I don't know what the hell's
But
up
we
with
will
Hitbox.
be figuring that out soon.
Yeah, maybe we'll do it on Twitter. I'd rather do it here for people that are actually in the chat. You know what I mean? But
Yeah, exactly. Because you guys showed up. You guys are great.
or you know what you can do if you don't mind Tech or Rev. Who wants to take control of the giveaway situation?
Rev, you do it because you have.
It's not working for me.
No. I mean, not the giveaway app, or the thing. But basically, I was going to have them whisper you if they want it, and then you can just put them in like random.org.
Oh yeah, no, I can do that.
That's a good idea.
Okay.
I can do that.
Everybody message Rev.
Yep.
Who want a?
Josh, do you want to do a quick test
Yeah,
again?
I'll do a test, but for both Mondrian and Back to Bed. whisper that you want those things, like which one you want or both, and then he can randomly pick from all of you who whisper to him. Just to whisper, you just click on his username, and there should be a whisper option. But I'll do a quick test.
Oh yeah, Death Trek. That's a game I haven't.
And make sure it's a whisper and not a mention.
All right. I mean, here I'm going to start the giveaway. Let me know if you see it. In the meantime, this is another one that's supposed to have a giveaway. If this doesn't work for the giveaway thing, then we'll just keep doing it the way we're doing it for now.
It is on screen for me, so that is good.
All right.
All right.
Here we go.
2 more in this segment.
Next up is Onion Force. So that was badass, that trailer. That made me want to fight someone.
Yeah, definitely.
Tech, come here so I
And
can punch you in the face.
So this is Onion Force. It's $9.99 on Steam for Windows only. I believe we talked about this game when we had the devs from Under-Earth.
It's not only on Steam.
Is it not? What?
No, I've got it on my phone.
It is also mobile. It is also mobile. That's true.
I just put the Steam platform because that was what was written in
gotcha.
on the registration form.
Yeah, I still have it installed right here.
Yeah.
So yes, it is also on mobile, on Android, and I believe iOS as well.
It's weird how that isn't a clickable link.
So, I mean, it seemed like that giveaway happened last time for everyone.
It seemed to have worked, yeah.
So I don't know what the deal is, but here we go. Giveaways for Onion Force, and also the dev is in the chat. Kathleen QBG is the screen name. So if you would like a copy of Onion Force, choose yes. Vote, vote, vote. Go. Now,
yes.
Yeah, we talked about this on Indie Game Riot podcast some weeks ago, and basically it's like a action strategy. How would you describe it, actually?
Action strategy, turret defense.
Yeah, like a tower
kind of
tower
bounce.
defense.
Yeah.
Sort of like the way that I remember describing it is like 2D Sanctum, where there is a tower defense game, but you are playing as a hero, and there are different heroes you can play as the knight, the archer, and the wizard, and they each have a certain amount of life, and then when they die, you can pick between somebody else, and the others are on cooldown. And I think on mobile, it's just you run into things, and then you swipe into the direction you want to go, and then you attack.
And you kind of explode off, and you can collect things for upgrades, and buy a healing tower that has saved me more times than I can count. No, it's a lot of fun. It's a really fast-paced, frenetic game. Yeah. As myself personally, I was having some problems in later levels, kind of seeing where things were happening. But it's even with that, it's not overly confusing.
I think it's really just the case because it gets chaotic when everything starts exploding and stuff like that. So I don't know if that really affects the gameplay.
It's almost like a bullet hell if the enemies were bullets.
So
that's a fantastic way of putting it.
Yeah.
So the one other thing I wanted to mention is I always mention the art style, because the art in music too. By the way, God, that was such a good song for that trailer. Good job.
Yeah, it's perfect.
the art I mentioned when we were talking about on the podcast that it seems very inspired by like the 90s type of cartoons, like Ren Stimpy and all that sort of stuff. And since then I followed Kathleen on Twitter, and she's always posting or retweeting the like gifs of classic cartoon animations. So I'm starting to see like there's some heavy inspiration by these older cartoons that I think she put into the art, if I'm not mistaken. And I really personally enjoy it, like the look.
Yeah, it's great.
The look of the characters and everything like that.
It's also really smooth. It's really quick. It's very it's very well polished. It's very fun.
And I gotta say, I'm really impressed with every game that we've shown thus far. The amount of polish on them has been phenomenal.
Yeah,
phenomenal.
Yeah, I've seen people mentioning that in the chat, and these are beautiful, beautiful games. So good job, everyone, for that.
Yes.
I'm gonna go ahead and I don't know how bad maybe the lag is on these. Maybe that's why people aren't seeing it right away.
Maybe.
But I
might want to start the giveaways when we start talking about it, and then have the giveaway run through the whole thing.
Well,
instead of just at the end.
It can't really do that.
Hold on, let me see just real quick. Somebody just whispered to me on this one. Do you not see the giveaway at the top?
Kathleen said she does.
Chat? Right, this was Garrett Polk.
Oh, okay.
Had just whispered. So let's see how this goes.
And
but yeah, we have multiple keys available.
There's one more game. There's one more game to cover.
Segment.
But let me pick.
And while you're doing
15 seconds, I'm going to pick a winner for. So go ahead and vote if you haven't yet.
Yeah, and one guy did all the art, animation, and the coding for Onion Force. So, good job, that guy.
There you go. Ow.
No, seriously, that's a lot of work for
All
one
right.
person.
I'm picking a winner, and let's do it. Come on, Garrett Polk and Brian Colon. Congratulations.
Congratulations, guys.
All right.
Well, and Garrett messaged me. Are we doing the vote? Gimme.
Can you only win? No.
Just sign up. It's cool.
Yep.
And don't forget for those of you that are in there, don't forget to sign up and get your entries in for our Mega Pack giveaway. It's like 31 games.
Yes.
No, 33.
33 games. Yeah.
Games.
Now,
Yeah.
I will whisper the codes to you soon, but first, we're going to go to our last game for this game exhibit, and that is Eternal Adventure. Sorry about the. Like I said, I'm bad at my job.
One job.
Hey, it's stressful doing that stuff.
I believe it. I'm just hacking on you. Another mobile game, really well done, very well polished, and free. You can't ever go wrong with that. But I haven't had an opportunity to play this one yet, and I'm interested in it. It seems to be the kind of quasi RPG-ish game that I really like to sink my teeth into.
You like to sink your teeth into games?
Yeah.
That's weird. Eternal Adventure. Eternal Adventure is by QC Play. It is
150
on Android
maps,
iOS, and it's free.
With free. Different styles. Character development. Lots of equipment that you can unlock. Resources that you loot, and it is online or offline play, which is pretty cool.
It's got lots of classes. For those of you who are into like the, it's almost like Japanese RPG, except that the enemies advance towards you, which I think is really cool. And I think that works a little bit better with the mobile platform, where instead of like it kind of, I mean, you could do the like attack, take turns type of thing, but on mobile, kind of having that continuous advancement on a longer screen. That if you hold your phone sideways or something like that, it kind of works out like that, and it adds a little bit more. It differentiates itself from other JRPG-ish style RPGs.
Yeah. Currently, there are 3 classes that you can play: the Necromancer, the Wizard, and the Demon Hunter. With the Berserk coming soon, as they say on their website. Lots of really cool stuff. The website has the breakdowns for all the different classes that you can play. It looks really neat.
I'm gonna download it later today.
Yeah.
There's been enough games in here that it's like, oh, I haven't played that one. I should add that to my list. I'm gonna have to add that to my list. I'm not gonna have time until tonight, but it's gonna be what I'm looking forward to.
I'm personally not really into like the anime style kind of stuff, but I know there's like a huge market for it. So I think that this game would really please a lot of those anime game fans. I know
definitely,
they're like
and especially because it's free and on your phone.
If they were to put this on Steam, I know there's a lot of people on Steam. Like there's whole giant
curator groups
that are dedicated to it.
Thousands and thousands of people.
Yeah. Well, with that said, let's back it on up. There we go.
Back it out a little.
Now, next up is live gameplay